Ervits assessment. Hey guys, back. Happy holidays again. I'm going to say that this whole month because it is the holidays. All right, y'all. So I'm going to do 2 videos for you guys this week. First one is going to be a quick recap of the boxing fight and the MMA fight from this past weekend. And then this other video will be about UFC 256 and Anthony Joshua against Kurbet Pulev. So we'll do that. All right. So remember, I went over 2 fights, one in MMA. It was the UFC main event. It was in the middleweight division. It was number 4, Jack Hermansson, against number 12. They moved him up, Marvin Vettori. Now, remember I said I thought Hermansson would win this fight, but he proved I was wrong. Marvin Vettori thought this was too quick for him to take a step up like this, but he proved everybody. He was actually the favorite, but he proved me wrong, and I'm sure a lot of people that thought Hermansson was going to win, he didn't. In the first round, let me tell you, he really could have ended this fight quickly. He made it a long night for himself, and it was a great fight for everybody. But he hit Hermansson with a straight left and dropped him. Now, instead of going for punches to finish it, he tried to submit him. I think he tried to beat Hermansson at his own game. Didn't work. Hermansson survived that round, but he lost it clearly. Lost the second round as well. Third round, I thought maybe Hermansson was going to start making a comeback because he won the third round, had effective striking. He couldn't really get the takedowns going, so it wasn't really a stand-up war, but it was a great fight. But in the 4th and 5th round, Vettori took over. He won by unanimous decision. For Vettori, this is huge because by the time the new rankings are out, he'll be in the top 5. He'll probably be number 4. He'll take Hermansson's spot. It's the first time an Italian has ever been in the top 5 in the middleweight division. So that's huge. We'll see. I think he called out Paulo Costa next. That would be huge. I think one more win against a top 5 opponent, and he might get that title shot. So this is a huge victory for him. He made a statement and let the middleweight division know, hey, I'm coming for you guys. All right, so that was good. The fight I was really looking forward to was boxing. It was in the welterweight division. It was WBC IBF champ Errol "The Truth" Spence against Danny Garcia. Now remember, Errol Spence is coming from a car accident, a brutal car accident over a year and a half ago, where it didn't look like he might be able to box again. And this was impressive because not only to take a fight after everything that happened, but against one of the top welterweights in the world, a guy who's never really been clearly beaten. I mean, he's lost twice to Thurman and to Sean Porter. But you could say, hey, maybe he won those fights. All right? So this was a huge test for Errol Spence to see if he's back. And boy, did he prove that he is back and better than ever. He, from the beginning, had his jab going, body shots. He was just tagging Garcia all night, swelled up his eye. Great defense. Garcia never really landed clean. I mean, he did a couple shots, but not too many. Few and far between. Spence won this fight easily. Close. It wasn't as close as the judges' scorecards had it. I had it along with others. I had it 10 rounds to 2 for Errol Spence. Again, he just looked phenomenal. And it's hard to look good against Garcia, remember, and he looked great. This is huge. Like I said, he's proven, hey, the car accident's behind him. He had to shake off his cobwebs. He even admitted it. Hey, I didn't look so fresh. Because of that, I think he's going to look even better his next fight. He has options. Now, really, I think the main thing everybody wants to see, myself included, is him versus Terrence Crawford. They're the top 2 guys in the welterweight division. The other person that is in that mix is Manny Pacquiao. He still has a belt. He wants a big name, so I could see him fighting Spence because Sean Porter throughout the telecast, because he was doing announcing for it, said he wants to fight Crawford next, and Crawford needs a name. He hasn't fought anybody in the welterweight division. He needs somebody in their prime, so it would be good. Like I said, ideally, I want to see Spence versus Crawford. We all do. I don't think it'll happen right away. It might happen towards the end of next year. So if that's the case, let Spence fight Pacquiao, get that other belt. Let Crawford, show everybody, hey, I'll fight somebody legit. Fight Sean Porter. He's the mandatory. And they win those fights, and I think they will. Bam, fight at the end of the year, next year. have that fight that everybody wants to see, unified belt, to prove who's the king of the welterweight division. All right, guys. So remember, I went 1-1 for there. Now in the next video, we'll go over the huge UFC 256 card and boxing. All right, guys. Peace.